you going? Roger here for LUREPRODUCTIONS, and today I'm going to be talking to you about surface lures for bream. There's only really two types of surface lures, and that's poppers and walkers. Now the structure you want to target with these surface lures are pretty much the same structure you target with your hard body lures. That's going to be rock bars, sand flats, jetties, pontoons, fallen trees, sticks, all the same stuff. And in this video I'm just going to tell you about some of the techniques and colour choice of the lures I've got and what I find effective. So again, this is just my tackle box, this is what I buy, and hopefully this can help the fishing out a bit. So I hope you enjoy it.
Alright, so these are my surface lures here. This is just a couple of lures in pretty much various colours. So first off, this is a nice little hawk lure, this one. Now, these are only about $8, but got a smallish little cup face on it. It's got a bit of a fat little belly, gives it a nice little walk. Now, this lure is more of a sort of I guess you call it a finesse popper, but still gives off a bit of splash, and you can bloop it real nice. Again, colours for bream, pretty much any surface lure colour I have to go for is clear. For some reason, this looks like a little prawn on top of the water. I guess that's what you're trying to imitate. So clear colours are definitely the go. So that's a little hawk. And so that's, if the water becomes more dirty, I guess you can go to your golds maybe. But still normally even in dirty water, clear as you go. Alright, so this is the next step up. This is a nice big wide cup on it. This throws out a lot of splash and you can bloop it really heavily. This is more your trevally lure, but bream still will hit this with the right retrieve on the right day. But yeah, so that's just another lure there. Next up, we've got the real finesse poppers. This is a Berkeley pop dog, this one, in that hooch colour. Got a real tiny little cup on it. Doesn't really walk, but you can walk it with the right retrieve. But real high rod tip with this, and just give it a couple of little flicks across the surface and let it sit. Pretty much all bream fishing you need that pause in there, but for surface especially, some of the techniques you can use is just throw it out, let it sit on top of the water for about 10 seconds or so, give it a couple twitches, and let it sit there again. Retrieve will vary for the day. If they're nice hot day, real high water temps, straight retrieve might bring them on, but most of the time a real long pause with a couple of little flicks will bring the bream on. So that's the pop dog there. For a little bit tan, dirtier water, you might want to go to just a deeper smoky brown colour, but normally again the clear works the best for me, I found. And last up for the poppers, we have, this is a River Sea. Now this has got a really wide cup on it. It's got gill holes there for lots of bubbles. Now this is a real blooping style popper. This is for when they're real active, and you get that nice big blooping sound. A little bit of splash and bubbles everywhere. A lot of surface commotion goes on with this lure. It's great for whiting as well, this one. But yeah, so again, very important to have that pause with your retrieve for any sort of bream fishing. So next up, we got the walkers. There's pretty much only two types of surface lures for bream, that's the poppers and the walkers. And first up, we got the Eco Gear PX55. Now, pretty much the surface lures you're trying to imitate a prawn, and this lure is a prawn, so pretty much the perfect bream lure you can get. Got little tentacles on it, and pretty much just the most natural looking prawn lure I've seen. It's got a tiny little cup on the face of the lure. Gives you a nice little walking action. You can go nice long strides with it, or real tight little jerky strides. But again, cast it out, let it sit, and give it a couple twitches, and let it sit there again. And bream just absolutely froth this lure. So it's a great lure, but a bit expensive to lose around pylons and stuff, but definitely worth it. Next up, we got the little scum dog, Berkeley scum dog. Now this is a fantastic lure in that clear colour again. Same retrieves if you're using, cast it out, give it a couple twitches, let it sit. The pause for surface lures for bream are crucial. but again in that clear colour. You've got to have clear colours for bream, I reckon. And that's just a little atomic there, the dark head on it. Can be the grey and a little bit dark water, gives them a little bit of silhouette, but again, the Berkeley is just amazing. So yeah, this is just another little baby popper, this one. Tiny little cup on it, but it does work. I've put a couple fish on it, but again, not very important when you got all the other ones. So yeah, that's just a couple of surface lures I've got. That's just the different types and different retrievers you use for them. But if you've got any questions, feel free to inbox me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or technique questions or anything you got. So thanks for watching. You've been watching Lure Productions, and have a good day.